Good question. Question I like to answer. I'm probably like one of the most lazy people that you can come across, and yet I'm quite successful in life. You know, I still consider myself a teenager, and living with that laziness is quite a problem. So for me, the best thing has been building like a structure around my life that makes it much more easy to accomplish what you want to accomplish in life, okay? So like, this is like a lot of small things that you really have to put into your life, and I can go through them all right now. So okay, first thing in the morning, it really helps if you have like an accountability partner, okay? So somebody you go through together in life with. Now I'm an entrepreneur, I have my own business and stuff, so I make my own schedule. Let me just see if I can load it here. Regardless, the point being that if you make your own schedule, you're so fucked if you don't stick to it, okay? Okay, so here's kind of my schedule, right? You see the, my day is put into sections of Pomodoros, okay? Pomodoro is like a system where you work for 25 minutes and then you have 5 minutes break, okay? But you can only work on one thing during those 25 minutes. So what's really important is that if you get distracted, you do not get into that distraction, but you rather write down that thing that distracts you and bring it up in another Pomodoro or schedule it for another day, right? So what happens in my day is that we have everything scheduled. I have an accountability partner that I work together with, that I live together with, that knows what my goals in life are, and I know his, okay? So what we do is that we wake up at the same time every day. We're both entrepreneurs, and if the other person is not awake, you wake him up, okay? Now, important part, wake up the other person. If he's not awake by the time that it says in the schedule, then you will be waking up the other person. Simple. And you both agree to doing that. More importantly, you both agree to forcing the other person to sticking to the schedule that he made by himself, right? Now, one thing you do in the morning, you spend 10 minutes of doing whatever the fuck you do in the morning, like making a protein shake before you go to the gym, blah, blah, blah. Then you spend 20 minutes on meditating, very healthy. Good way to start out your day. If your day is starting out in a structured way, then that will propagate into the rest of your day. The morning sets the way that you go through the day. So for example, if you have the most lazy morning in the world and you do not do all the things that you're supposed to do in this morning, you kind of take that into the rest of your day, you know? Neurons in your brain that fire are more likely to fire again. And this is also on a very short-term basis. So if you spend a lot of time in the morning being lazy, then those areas in your brain of being lazy gets activated. You don't want those activated. That's why the morning is like the, I don't know, it's not the rudder. I think it's called the rudder of the day. You kind of steer in what direction you want your day to be. So the morning is crucial. Okay? That's why you need a really strict structure for how you go through your morning. And then you kind of like guide your day based on that. Regardless, the thing you do after meditation is working out. Working out releases endorphins that make it easier for you to deal with stress and pressure of the day. Plus, you'll look better, give yourself confidence on a long-term basis, right? Now you do this together with your accountability partner too. You both stick to a schedule. If your accountability partner is failing, you force him to come to the gym. What's the biggest problem with people going to the gym? People not going to the gym. If you can just go to the gym, you'll be working out. You'll get closer to your goal of looking better, whatever your goal is. So after the gym, you shower, blah, 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 you go to work, okay? Now this is where some more interesting things arises, right? Now I structure my day in what I call SOPs, right? So you can see this is Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. I go through my Jam Producerati. That's the program I use to schedule my Pomodoros. You can see it's running right now. I have 10 minutes left of this Pomodoro, then I'll end the recording and spend my time doing something else. Amazing. I open Slack, I check Odesk, which is called Upwork right now. That's where I hire my freelancers and whatever. I check my email, I go through all my emails. I go through my current tasks. Now this goes more into a business thing. I mean, I can show you how I handle my business and how I handle everything. Like having 14 different people working on 4 different projects. But that's like Trello I use for that. Like I have a long list of people and acquaintances that I need to check up on. I do that. Then I write in a recording group that I work together with. I release money from, so I have some special workers, blah, 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 that needs to get their money released. And then I have a daily section here, right? It's like inbox, goal setting, women, goal setting, and SIM cards. Emotive, that's a project I backed on Kickstarter. Customized Windows context menu. Schedule Heroes Tree, yeah, you know Heroes Tree, good game. Apprentices of coach, yeah, this is more business. Now, this is very crucial. If you get through this Wednesday section in less than 25 minutes, less than your Pomodoro, you take one of these and place them here. Now, what will happen is that you will work on this thing, get it out of your life, or you will schedule these during your week. Like so, for example, this is a book I'm reading. I can replace that with one of these things, for example, right? But the important part is that all these small things that come up during the Pomodoro times arrive here. Then you schedule them for another time in your calendar. Yeah, a lot of more stuff is very important. Always discussing like who you are as a person, who you want to become as a person, with like a group of people that you trust can give you proper advice on this. Getting closer to your life goals, asking questions on Quora, how can I deal with this? Having masterminds, if you don't know what a mastermind is, spending 1 hour about a specific topic and could be self-development. I have like 4 weekly masterminds, we call them hot seats, where we talk about things that we have problems with. It really pushes you forward. That's a good habit to put into your life. So what I like to call it is not like habits, more scheduled items. It's not something you need to rely on willpower in order to accomplish. You need a system in order to accomplish, right? Because a habit kind of relies on you needing to be in a good mood, or like, oh, I feel like going for a run, rather than having a schedule or system that forces you to go to a run. Because you know that will benefit you for the rest of your life if you do this every day. So this is what I've kind of done with this system. Having an accountability partner that forces you to do things, you force him to do things. Both of you accomplish everything you set out to do during your day. Yeah, there's a lot of other things, but we would have to go through that later. We are indeed making a growth house is what we call it right now. We're 7 guys living together based on this system. There's a lot of more aspects into this system where it's like, what is the type of person you would like to become? Like, we have yearly goal setting, for example. You go down into your deepest ambitions and kind of schedule that, okay? It's a really cool thing to do. Then you spend these 2 months with these 7 guys we're living together with, getting closer to your goals, right? So you have weekly goal setting, monthly goal setting, and you break down your life goals. So now a lot of guys in the growth house here, they're starting businesses and improving on their personality, improving on what type of person they would like to become, right? One of the things I'm focusing on is talking in front of cameras to people. So it's kind of that thing, right? But I can recommend trying to apply this system by yourself. Of course, it's much easier following something that we make for you. Regardless, it's not a business yet. It's just in the phase of testing. And it works great. So, I hope this helps you out. I mean, I didn't talk about habits. I call them scheduled items. But whatever, you know? Have a good day. Bye.